I will say some of the maps require some extra explaining this Friday. Having to do a little more work here on a Friday. As you see some awkward splotches on this high temperature map from yesterday. Alliance did not top out at 68 degrees. However, their airport stopped reporting temperatures before 3 o'clock in the morning. So they only look like they got to 68 degrees. But much of the panhandle was in the lower and middle 100s yesterday. Looking at 106 in Chadron. Very hot, close to the triple degree temperature mark in the century mark, closer to the southwest corner of the state. We did get to 90 here in Lincoln for the first time this month. Took us a full week, full 7 days to do so. Now into August 8th, we have heat alerts expanding to the east so that the eastern half of the state will be under heat advisory this afternoon. Those feels like temperatures are going to peak around 105 to 110 degrees. And one of those setups where we're starting to see a cold front move into western Nebraska by the afternoon. So out ahead of it, it's going to get steamy, but behind it for tonight, there will be a low end risk for severe weather. You can see much of Nebraska under that marginal level 1 out of 5 risk that butts up right toward almost Lincoln and Omaha as that cold front will stall out tomorrow morning. As we start out today, we are warm here in Lincoln, but not quite as warm as that bug says in the lower right hand side of your screen. We're not at 90 degrees. That was where we topped out yesterday, and we didn't see a heat burst here in Lincoln like they did in Thedford. Last hour they were up to 89 degrees. They're cooling a little bit, but now down to 79 degrees with surrounding temperatures in the 60s. What led me to believe they saw a heat burst was temperatures quickly rise. They had dropped down to the upper 60s in the 4 o'clock hour, but then quickly jumped up to the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees, and saw a sharp drop in humidity, and there were some decaying thunderstorms in the area. So that can drive a heat burst at this time of the year, and we certainly saw that, I think, in Thedford. But temperatures right now in the middle and upper 70s here in southeast Nebraska with a dew point in the lower 70s. It is already sticky and turning to be steamy again later today with a little bit of a breeze already out of the south, anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour. There's a look at some of those early decaying showers as you see toward Thedford and now into north central Nebraska. Maybe a little rain up that way. Most of us are dry and expected to be pretty dry for Friday and hot with temperatures warming near the middle 90s with a heat index up around 105 degrees later today. A little breeze to help, I think gusting around 25 to 30 miles per hour, but it'll be this cold front later as it slowly moves east and southeast throughout the day today. Still some clouds moving in and out, but the thunderstorms won't start up until closer to sunset and very isolated coverage. Mainly these storm chances will happen for those north of I-80 into north central and northeast Nebraska through tomorrow morning. But this cold front will stall out and that will drive another low end risk for severe weather on Saturday. I think we have small chances at some spotty showers throughout the day before a better chance at rain Saturday night into Sunday, with another low end risk for mainly some hail and wind if we see much from that. But as you can see, storm chances peak around Sunday. Cooling temperatures, though, into Monday before we get hot. Around 90 degrees again for the first day of school next week.
All right, thank you, Jessica.